How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We got another Dokkan Battle video for you here today. We are having a little bit of fun here, taking down the Triku boss here with the Bond and Master and Disciple team. Of course, we are pitting our boy AGL Trunks up against this boss. Definitely feel like he could probably have a pretty easy time compared to, obviously, the Super Trunks run that we did. Him being a newer EZA and all. But of course, it does require a little bit of setup. So we're going to kick things off here on turn 1 by burning our Vegeta here. So we do... Well, in order to make this work, because we have to deal with an AoE super and that turn 3 Goku, we have to forego some of the support we would normally run to help push Trunks further, but that's okay. I think it'll work out in the end. But so for this turn, we're just going to put Vegeta in front here, let him tank up those hits, let Trunks get his hits in slot 1, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to push ourselves as hard as we can to get as many supers with Trunks as we can so we can get him transformed into that AoE phase. All right, we get an additional... Nope, that's a normal. Alrighty, that's another normal. There we go. We got another super. Okay. Obviously, we know first turn in base, not the greatest offensively. Although, you know, when you stack everything up, he does a decent amount of damage, but that assumes we get all of our supers. But we just need enough to get to the turn. We do get the dodge. Excellent. And now into Int Gohan. Now, we are running the Int double Gohan setup, which is a little tricky to manage sometimes, right? You know, those double revive units, not always the smartest play, but I think we can make it work here. There we go, we get the additional super. On the second side, again, because we need to focus on dealing big damage as well in the next phase, we also brought the Orange Piccolo and Gohan. There we go. Okay, so Gohan's going to eat that super, and that is just for those big damage turns. Then, of course, Orange Piccolo with his giant form can help us mitigate that AoE super. Not liking the orb layout here, that's for sure. Let's see. Alrighty. Okay, so let's put Orange Piccolo in front. Alright, he's not going to get the... Well, actually, he might get the 18 key. What does he get? He gets key 3 on hit, right? Yeah, there we go. So he does get the 18 key. Perfect. There we go. So that'll help us. Oof, took a little more damage than I wanted to there, but it was enough to tank, and that's kind of all that matters. Excellent. Also, the Gohan and the Piccolo do attack lower, which does help in the Triku phase, right? Because in the next phase, while we do have to manage an AoE super, we can attack lower him, which makes it a little bit easier to deal with. All right, additional super on Gohan, hopefully, right? Get as many of those as we can out. Get that big damage in. All right, one more. Perfect. And it is a crit. Nice. One more. Yes. Okay, so we did proc all 3 of Gohan's supers here, which makes our lives significantly easier. It'll allow him to do big damage up on that active turn. Now, we don't have any of the superhero characters we would typically run to ultra juice that active skill turn for Gohan, but it'll still be pretty good. We do have the blues here, not because of... They're here to juice Trunks on that Vegeta active turn, and for no other reason. I do dislike running these guys so much. They have been failing me so much lately, and this is even after... Oh, well, okay. As soon as I say that, they dodge the super, so thanks, I guess. That's kind of what you're expected to do, so... All right. Let's see. Okay, so we're going to have to burn UI's active here. Or not active, but his guaranteed dodge turn, and that is, of course, because, yeah, turn 3 Goku hits like a monster truck, and really we just need to make sure we get through this turn, and if we play our cards right, we can revive... Yeah, okay. I see how this rotation plays out, so we play out this, right, as long as we don't get tapped by Goku here, which we shouldn't, right? Goku's got guaranteed dodge, and then of course Trunks, as long as we get at least 4 attacks and he's good. So yeah, actually we're good here. Yes, and then if we can do this right and we can kill here, yeah. If we can kill here, we can go into the next phase and just let Triku blast Int Gohan, and then we revive. There we go. Okay, we've got some pretty good damage going here. We might actually finish this turn. That's good. Excellent. Get those guaranteed dodges in, and here comes Trunks. Very nice. Although, like we expected, not too much big damage here from Trunks, not until we get him transformed into Super Saiyan. But we just need enough to get through the turn here. Okay, we get another Super. There we go. Okay, so we should be good now. We've got at least 90% dodge. There we go. We get the dodge. And super dodge, yes. Okay, perfect. All right, now Gohan, can you clean it up for us a little bit? Oh, come on, give us the crit. Give us the crit. Give us the crit. And let's finish this. Booyah. Okay. All right. So Goku goes down, and that drives us into the next phase. Now, if we can get really lucky here, we can pop 2 attacks off with the Piccolo and Trunks at least, or Piccolo and Gohan. So that way we can revive into a full Trunks turn. Yeah. Okay. I think we can do this. Yeah, okay. I think we got this. We got this. Because we put Piccolo in slot 1, right? Well, there's 3 attacks there. Is that 3 or is that 2? Yeah, it's 3. Okay, so there's 3 attacks there. So there's a good chance he could be Superina in slot 1, which, again, I guess it doesn't really matter. Although we do lose a turn of stacking for that. So I don't know if that's the best thing. Okay, let's pop Piccolo in slot 1 here. Hopefully we get lucky enough to get that, to get off the supers, I guess at least with Orange Piccolo. Or, well, okay, if we get him off with Orange Piccolo, we get him off with Gohan too. And then, yeah, if he can just pop that AoE. Yeah, okay, so Piccolo gets off his attacks. This is great. So that also means we get a little bit of attack lowering, which puts us in a slightly safer situation. I mean, obviously, we're still not going to be prime tanking an AoE in slot 0 for Trunks, but it could help, right? We might be able to tank post super should we fail a dodge. There we go. Because remember, we get up to 9 million defense with Trunks after all of his supers. There we go. Perfect. And there goes the AoE. Perfect. So Piccolo's likely going to live this pretty well. Yep, double digits. Double digits on Gohan. And then explode on Trunks. Trunks, you are humanity's last hope. Gohan? Alrighty, so got that revive up. So now is where it gets tricky because we got to get through this turn and this we have to hit a dodge. So what we're actually gonna do here, let's see. Yeah, all right, we're gonna put Trunks in the middle. Just because I would rather risk only having to dodge the AoE rather than also having to dodge the normals. So let's just do this, right? And then we got to pray on a 70% charge with Fizz UI, which, yeah, it's a bit of a risky turn. The blues don't drop the ball either, which is good. All right, so we get that super, which means they get another attack raise. Obviously, that's going to be very helpful in the next phase. There we go. We get an additional... Oh, and these are going to attack lower too, actually, so that's really good. Oh man, would have been nice if we got 2 attack lowers, but that's okay. And here goes the AoE, dodge. Boom, we get the dodge on Trunks, yes, and we get the dodge on UI. There we go. Okay, so coming out the gate with 20 million. Obviously we need to stack 6 supers for him to be fully built up. We also don't have a good link partner here, so there we go, get another one. Okay, this is perfect. I think we just hit our win condition. We made it through the part that was tricky, because obviously we're going to either live the normals here or we're going to dodge. Look at them go, man. I just love watching them do all these supers. I don't even care that they're not hitting that hard right now. All right, and then again, right, it may not look like it's hitting hard, but I mean, you know, 6 of these does stack up, right? 23 mil at each of these, right? That stacks up. There we go. And then UI, no EX super, because obviously we did not get the 24 key. That's okay. It's not like he's doing big damage here anyways with his no link partners. Okay. Oh, and then next turn, yeah, next turn we're perfect because guess what? We have giant form to protect us through that rotation. So we don't even have to worry about the AoE super on the next turn. Oh, this is perfect. And then we have our setup turn. This is going to be beautiful. There we go. Look at that. Okay. Ooh, and we got a bunch of good orbs there too. You don't see that very often. That means we'll get a full heal through this. All right, so we're going to giant form it up here. All right, so we actually got all 3 turns of giant form, so glad I didn't make you guys stay through that. All right, so now I guess we just, yeah, we pop Piccolo in front, we pop Gohan in slot 2, and Gohan in slot 3, I guess. All right, yeah, well, let's pop this off. There we go. Yeah, not big on the damage here. Like I said, this is not going to be an ultra juiced Gohan like we normally run on the superhero. It's just to help us lower that attack and, of course, you know, get some decent damage numbers here. But we've done about 1/3 of his HP so far, so that's also very helpful here. There we go. All right, 43 mil. So we'll do some we'll do a decent chunk here. There we go. 26 mil on the secondary super. Let's go. Come on. Big boy damage. We need big boy damage. He's got like 1 billion HP. Not terrible. It works. At least we're linked with the Gohan. I need to try superhero Gohan in this fight. Maybe that would be a little bit better. He does give I mean, it's not a lot, but he does give some support to the Trunks on the next rotation. There we go. Okay, so, I mean, we got some decent damage out this turn. And there we go. Okay, so our next turn is set up for 3 big active attacks. All right, Gohan, do your thing. There we go. One more thing. And there it is. We made it to the final turn here. That's what we want to see. Okay. All right. So fun stuff here. Okay, so let's swap into Vegeta. Let's pop the active skill here. All right, not bad. 81 million. Could have been a little bit better, but we did lose some offense by having him off rotation. And let's do the active with Trunks. I love using this Int Trunks. He's so much fun to run. There we go, 40 mil. Perfect. So we've won this now, just so you know. Like, look at that. We're perfect. We could easily slot him in slot 1, and he's going to tank the normals here. And we would just have to worry about dodging an AoE. So we have won here. As long as we dodge the AoE, we're fine. So I'm going to go ahead and use the... Well, actually, we don't even have to dodge the AoE. We'll be fine. So I'm going to use the Fruit of the Tree of Might just to see how much big attack stats we can do here, because we've already won here. So, yeah. Dude, 120 million. No way. And we got 5 more of those coming. Okay. There we go. Oh, no. Come on, come on. Give us big supers. Give us big supers. Don't be missing. There we go. 130. Love it. Yeah, so, like I said, this was a winning turn here. As you can see, he didn't super slot 1, which means even if we don't dodge, we would have tanked the super here. So we had already won. So the item did not change the outcome of this fight. It's just letting us watch Trunks do big boy numbers. Look at that, 140 million. Oh man, we got one more. Can we do one more? Can we hit 150? Oh, not quite. Oh, that's still pretty awesome though. There we go. Ooh, 220 million. Look at that. I wasn't even trying to juice him up. He just happened to be here. Okay, I'll take the KO screen. I'll take the KO screen. Nice, look at that. That's beautiful. We haven't seen that one in a while. Let's go. All right. So there you have it. There's our GOAT AGL Trunks and Int Trunks for that matter. Up against the new Triku boss. I'm loving the way they've been handling content this year. It's been so fun. Minus the time limited content, right? The stages we've been getting are super fun, right? All of our units from last year are still viable in most of these fights. It's been pretty great. And I love that I can bring Trunks in and just rain unholy terror on bosses, even though, to be fair, we did use an item here, but like I said, that was mostly to just see the damage we could do. We had already won at that point. So guys, that is it for the video. If you guys like the video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and in the comments down below, let us know what other units would you like us to test against Triku. Maybe a unit from last year that you were particularly fond of. Let us know in the comments down below. If you guys hadn't had the time to catch the VOD for Saturday's stream on our Pokemon Leaf Green Nuzlocke, make sure you check that out. It was a great time. Made it through Rock Tunnel, despite the fact that we were severely underleveled. So if you haven't checked that out, be sure to check that out. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.